In a quiet home in England, Ricky Beadle has become increasingly troubled by his son Elliot's strange behavior. It started off small, but one day Ricky walks by his 5-year-old's room and hears him whispering, alone. Curious and a bit concerned, Ricky takes out his phone to record and gently asks Elliot what he's doing.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I'm drawing a picture.
Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He annoys me at the night.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
That's when Elliot calmly explains that he's been drawing the man who hangs in the corner of his bedroom. A man, he says, who bothers him at night by banging on the wall. Creepy enough, right? But things only get worse. Ricky soon catches his son having full conversations with someone only Elliot seems to see.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because he'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him, if you can sleep in my room, is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs on you just.
Okay, thank you.
At first, Ricky chalks it up to an overactive imagination. He's just 5 after all. But then, Elliot starts losing sleep. 3 nights in a row, he's wide awake, exhausted, and scared. Ricky's worry grows, so he moves Elliot to a different room and installs a security camera, hoping to catch whatever is keeping his son awake. What the camera captures chills him to the bone.
Stop it. He's scaring me.
One night, Elliot is once again woken up. Reviewing the footage, Ricky hears a low, disturbing growl. But then he sees something no parent ever wants to witness: Elliot being pulled from his bed by some unseen force. Desperate for answers, Ricky shares the unsettling footage on TikTok, asking for help. So what's really going on here? Is Elliot's imaginary friend not so imaginary after all? Could the hanging man be real? And if he is, what does he want with Elliot? On the popular YouTube channel, Fourth Wall, they dive into a chilling tale about a notoriously haunted house. The story goes that the entity haunting the home was so powerful, it claimed the lives of 3 out of 4 family members who lived there. Only the 10-year-old son survived because his parents, in a desperate attempt to protect him, had locked him away in the garage, hoping to keep him safe from the sinister presence. That was 20 years ago. Fast forward to the present, and a curious paranormal investigator decides to see for himself if the house is truly as haunted as the locals say. Armed with a static camera, he places it in the very room where the family's bodies were found 2 decades earlier. What the camera captures is deeply unsettling. The unmistakable sound of the garage doors violently shaking fills the room. But there's something even more terrifying. Did you catch it? A shadowy figure appears, standing silently at the entrance of the room, as if watching, waiting. Horrified by what he's recorded, the investigator bolts from the house. Fearing his home may be cursed, the current owner contacts Fourth Wall to investigate further. They send in a cameraman to spend the night and gather any evidence of paranormal activity. But things take a terrifying turn.
The unexplained voice of a woman can be heard, but what the voice says isn't clear.
The cameraman, clearly on edge, searches the house. He's completely alone, but an ominous feeling lingers. In an effort to catch more, he sets up night vision cameras inside and outside the garage, the same garage where the boy was found unharmed 20 years ago. He leaves the property, hoping the cameras will reveal the truth while he's gone. Later, when reviewing the footage, the investigator is stunned by what he sees. The garage doors are shaking violently again, but this time a pale figure slowly glides past the lower part of the door, moving toward the room where the tragic deaths occurred. The outside camera captures the same intense shaking, yet there's no figure in sight. Was this the force that took the lives of the family all those years ago? Did the parents lock their son in the garage to protect him from this terrifying entity? You decide. Watch the full investigation over on Fourth Wall. Nurse Marquette Jean from Mankato, Minnesota, is enjoying a rare, quiet night at home when something on her daughter's baby monitor catches her eye.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here?
No.
Oh, sorry. Love you, Nana. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster. It's really scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
On the screen, she sees something strange. What looks like a cat-like figure moving right through her 3-year-old daughter's bedroom door. Curious and a bit unsettled, Marquette asks little Everly about the cat. But instead of mentioning the mysterious feline, Everly tells her something even more chilling. There's a monster in the window and I'm scared. What makes this even eerier? Marquette's beloved cat passed away last summer. She also admits that strange, unsettling things have been happening in their home for a long time. But this is the first time they've actually caught something on camera. Now Marquette is left wondering, was it the spirit of her cat or is something more sinister lurking in their home? Strange playmates. Afnan Raj from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, believes a sinister presence has invaded his home. He says this entity seems to grow stronger with each passing day.
Wow, rentak balik
At first, Afnana thinks it's all just a prank, maybe a family member messing with him. But when he pulls back the curtains, expecting to find someone hiding, there's no one there. Soon, the strange activity intensifies. Afnana notices something disturbing. A small, childlike hand emerging from a tiny cupboard in his kitchen. Horrified, he begins to suspect that whatever this entity is, it's trying to imitate a child. But things take a darker turn when it seems to fixate on his young son. Afnana watches in fear as his son starts interacting with something invisible, something only the boy can see.
Papa, duduk semain dengan siapa tu?
Yang beli pergi masuk bilik. Masuk bilik dulu. Assalamualaikum. Dubis. Dubis. Masuk. Dubis. Kenapa Dubis selalu main dengan dia tu? Hah?
Kalau Papa nak tahu, Papa bukan dia.
Then one night, the entity finally reveals its true form, and it's pure nightmare fuel. A figure with long, dark hair appears, lurking behind the fridge. But when Afnana rushes over to check, there's nothing there. Moments later, the terrifying presence emerges from the shadows, standing right in front of him. Now, I'll leave it up to you to decide. Are these clips real or just an elaborate hoax? Either way, they're undeniably creepy. The Dark Visitor. TikTok user Alex from the Dominican Republic receives a strange and unsettling video from his friend. In the clip, his friend is seen leaving his apartment around 5:30 in the morning, heading off to work. But what happens next is beyond bizarre. As his friend closes the apartment door, a shadowy, translucent figure suddenly appears in the hallway. The eerie figure seems to walk casually through the corridor before disappearing into thin air. The man briefly catches something out of the corner of his eye, but it's only when he reviews his CCTV footage later that he realizes what he saw. The video quickly went viral on TikTok, racking up nearly 7 million views and sparking a flood of comments and theories from viewers. Some claim the footage was fake, so to address the skepticism, the man recorded a follow-up video explaining exactly what happened.
Este video, el cual se viralizó, no tiene ningún tipo de edición, así como yo le estuve explicando a Alex. Esta fue la cámara que lo captó y este es el pasillo. Fue todo real, mi gente. Gracias.
So what do you think? Is it real footage of a paranormal encounter or just another TikTok hoax? You decide. Daniel Thompson from California lives with his mother in a house overflowing with her vast collection of antique dolls, vintage furniture, and old trinkets.
Hey guys, gonna give a little tour of my place because I guess some of you are asking about it. Hi Mom.
Hi, how are you doing?
Check out this 1930s Art Deco mannequin.
1928.
Okay, all of this vintage stuff my mom got in like France, I think. Look at these dolls. My mom just like collects dolls. Every room of this house is filled with antique. Even the bathroom.
Daniel explains that his mother has been collecting for as long as he can remember, but lately he's starting to think that some of these old items might have something supernatural attached to them. One night, Daniel hears strange tapping sounds coming from a room downstairs. Grabbing his phone, he begins to record.
Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about. Where is this coming from? It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
At first, everything seems normal, until 5 days later when something unsettling happens. The miniature furniture inside an old dollhouse begins to move all by itself. The next night, at 2:30 a.m., the knocking returns. But this time, it's not coming from the dollhouse. Fed up, Daniel moves the dollhouse to the garage along with some other collectibles. But instead of things calming down, the activity gets even more disturbing.
Disturbingly, a doll's eyes seem to move on their own. Daniel begins to wonder if whatever is haunting the dollhouse might have moved into the creepy little doll. But some of Daniel's viewers on TikTok start to get a bit suspicious as to whether his clips are real.
So some of you are saying that I am making all of this up, which I totally get, and honestly I cannot prove to you like undoubtedly that it's real. I just am reporting to you guys what I am seeing.
Even Daniel's mother, a skeptic, starts to question things when she experiences something terrifying.
Grandson, this is my daughter, Lady Mary Talk.
Oh, everyone's going.
You, as the rest of us, are on Riviera. But I hope you enjoy yourself. I went over to America 10 years ago to try my luck, and I've been there ever since. Very fun. They call us the Hollywood Raj.
But you never stop saying. You know that's right.
Last time I was there.
While watching TV one night, she hears the unmistakable sound of tiny footsteps, like a child running right behind her. Startled, she jumps up to check, only to find no one there. Visibly shaken, she finally admits something strange might be going on. So has Daniel's mom's longtime antique collection brought something paranormal into their home? Or is it all just a clever hoax? You decide.